Alright. On the last episode of Grave of Men, I was like sneaky little snake. I snuck to here, I snuck to there, I snuck to everywhere. Lauren, she
There's no
did
one there.
something, I don't remember, I was unconscious, but the little birdie told me that she put on armor, talked to guard, and then got conscripted into new duty.
Oh god, I can hear birds now.
And then Drez, my best friend, who I'm not too sure if he likes me very much, I don't know. He, we'll work it out. We'll work it out. It just makes me sad, because I try real hard to impress him. I think he's a good guy. I wish that he would reciprocate, but that's okay. So, anyway, Drez,
I'm so far
he
away from
climb
Greg
up
right
thing,
now, and it's so good.
he climb up thing, he climb back down thing, he climb up thing, and now nobody knows where the hell he went. And that was Grave of Men.
So, we're gonna do something a little bit different. So we're actually gonna go with Drez. Unfortunately, I don't have any art for this, and
That
won't
means it's
for a
just
bit.
time to start streaming Microsoft Paint.
well, I mean, I could paint this. Okay, let's see if we can do.
Just like
Back to
rapid fire, like wireframing.
I'm not.
You're on
I'm not even
this
gonna.
square.
I'm not even gonna do too much here.
I mean, remember the map with the happy trees? I mean,
Yeah, so we're
Barely.
just gonna toss you into the infinite blue void. So you are starting to climb the wall.
Alright,
And-
I don't have perspective on this. Did we say
I
we're going to
fixed
switch
it.
to dress
Can you guys
perspective?
see Drez here?
I
Yeah.
can see blackness.
nah,
Give me a second. Gotta give. Okay, there.
just
Can you
There
see
we are.
Drez now?
Perfect.
again.
Okay,
Okay,
so
perfect.
you climb up all the way onto the wall. And I'll draw based on what we might have a square tower here as opposed to like a round thing. But so what are you doing exactly? And I'll draw. So you're just going up the wall. It takes a decent while to get up there, just because I mean it's a sheer wall.
I'm making my way up the wall. At this point, with the drawbridge, I might as well try to stop and inspect that opening if I can.
Okay. So you eventually kind of make it to this drawbridge. It's kind of raised up here. Can you drag yourself down to the bottom a little bit?
All right.
I'm just
And if
gonna-
you want visual aid in the chat, I threw a picture of the thing that I am.
Let me see if I can select something that stands out from this blue better. There we go.
Oh, yeah, you're a little Geico Gecko.
Podcast. Okay, I'm just gonna
It's
drag
an
this over.
anole.
So he's this thing.
They're native to Carolina, I think.
Okay. So you are an earth lizard, and you make it up to the drawbridge. There's some. It's a thick drawbridge. Like this thing looks like it was built to last. And actually, it's the higher you get, the more you kind of realize that the keep that your friends ish are messing around with. It might have once actually been like a keep of its own, but at this point, it looks like it's more of a I mean, almost like a resting place for this giant-ass drawbridge. By scale, this drawbridge actually lowers onto the roof and braces down onto it, and then you just continue on past the keep. It almost isn't there for any other reason than to rest the drawbridge on because it's too heavy.
It's too
This is like a comically overlarge drawbridge that looks like a ton of people can traverse.
But it has like a location to lower to that does work.
Yes. Yeah, there on the other side of the smaller keep, there looks to be like an actual anchor point that it like drops down onto.
So let's say I reach the opening of the drawbridge. Do I see like people?
There's a gate.
There's a gate over like the opening of the drawbridge itself.
Yeah, so there's a gate right here, kind of on the inside.
Are we talking like bars gate or solid slab of like wood gate?
Both.
Both gates?
Yes.
Okay. Is
You've
there
got
any
your
mechanism visible for the drawbridge?
Not immediately. No.
All right, then let's try perception. Wow.
Okay. So you do notice a couple of a whole bunch of arrow slits. If you feel like dealing with those.
It's starting to feel like I just own the top half of the dice and Greg owns the bottom half of the dice.
It does kind of seem like that.
Doing a brief glimpse of a few of my options, and them are really things I want to do right now. Okay. Let's see what happens if I try crawling through an arrow slit, which I'm going to just vaguely assume is like here.
Okay. So you crawl into presumably what would be the most useful arrow slit. And you enter into a room. There's kind of a door here. And goes off into somewhere. And in the corner, over here, this square that I just drew, that's actually kind of like a wheel thing. And it's got a bunch of pegs. And it looks you might be able to move that.
Okay. So the door is closed. Let's see. Let's shift back to Drez.
Okay.
Because I don't think I can do anything in this form, really. Especially with the door closed and everything. So this is going to make noise. I am going to try to carefully peek out the door.
Okay. Make a stealth check.
Jesus.
Okay. So you quietly kind of open it up, and there is a door. There's like some tables, and then like a set of double doors down here. They go into this, and it looks surprisingly deserted.
Okay, is there anything... Does the door that I have any sort of bar on it?
No, it
Is there
doesn't
anything
look
in
like
the
it's
room?
been barricaded. There is actually like a whole bunch of rubble. It looks like stuff has been kind of falling into disarray. God damn it! Every time I switch it, it switches to my default color. I'll just switch it to gray for the time being. But yeah, so there's like rubble everywhere, and it looks like shit's broken all over the place.
It's got a cool blueprinty feel.
It does absolutely look like we're like doing like drafting tables.
Yeah, that's why I
Yeah,
set this
it's
up
actually
originally.
pretty nice.
I was like, if I have to draw anything, I want it to look cool, and this was it.
No,
Right.
this is stylish.
Given the hint of emptiness, I'm going to try the wheel.
Make a strength check.
Goody. Wrong page. There we go. Oh, now.
It doesn't even budge. Not even
Well.
close.
It's not a good start. Alright, let's try the next room then.
Okay.
Are there any mechanisms in this room?
No, this room actually looks more like a waiting room. There are some more arrow slits that look specifically down onto the drawbridge. And you actually notice there's like kind of a couple of... Whoops. Let me switch back to rectangles. There's actually a couple of like ballista-looking things that are lined up here. So I guess this table is not accurate. But it looks like there might be some like... I guess really the ballistas stick out. And like you can kind of swivel and fire them at things coming along that bridge.
Oh, speaking of the wheel, is there any sort of check that could be done to see whether or not I would know what the wheel would do?
You don't know shit about castles.
That's a good point. Is the opposite door covered in rubble?
It is. You might be able to clear it out of the way, though. Like, it's
Kind of
only...
want it there. Alright, let's take a peek through the central door.
Okay,
Carefully,
so
with the button I'm finding. There we go. Oh, it's not a great sign.
So not as great. You open up the door, and effectively it's this like long hallway. It's actually unlit. It doesn't look like many people are around for some reason.
So this wizard's trapped at the top of a seemingly empty keep.
That's suspicious.
Everything's weird. Everything is weird. Are you in the middle of figuring something out or anything?
I'm thinking,
Or
but also
or is it-
like it's just dark. The only reason why you can even see in this room is because the arrow slits.
And this door can't be barred either?
No.
Alright.
It does look like it might be able to be locked, but that's about it.
Does it have like a physical lock or like a key?
It's got a keyhole.
Okay. Physical lock, as opposed to metaphysical. I guess there could be metaphysical locks
Yeah.
in D&D, but
Yeah. You've already run into a couple of magically locked doors.
well, this is quickly turning into a bad idea. So I'm going to head over and give one last try on this damn wheel.
Okay.
Ah,
Nope. Not a budge.
son of a bitch!
Is there a chain anywhere? If you could cut the chain.
I thought we
at the
build
end.
tools to make things easier. Oops. Sorry, desperate drink of water there. So what did the outside of the building look like? Was there, like, did I have any idea of how to approach the tower?
I mean, you can see the tower. You could conceivably go up over the roof and make it to the tower if you wanted to.
So I think that's the approach I'm going to try.
Okay. I'm gonna clear this, I assume.
Yeah, let's go back out.
I can always sort of redraw it or something. Okay.
This is my second shapeshift.
Okay, so you're back to being a lizard, and
Could you have copied it to a separate page as like a template for later or something?
I probably could have. I mean, honestly, I know the layout. The layouts are like I already have this sketched out, but I don't transferring it from graph paper to PC to this would take longer than me just drawing it again roughly. So there are kind
The
of like
power of squares.
yeah, there's kind of parapets. This here actually specifically this area is a destroyed tower. It looks like something may have exploded.
Destroyed.
Yeah. And then there's a much bigger tower kind of over here. Obviously, this is all to, like, very skewed scale because I don't want to, like, overdo things. So you more or less just, like, kind of come up over the top. And there's kind of like a central ridge along this way. And so it's, like, sloped. And the tower probably goes up for, like, another 30 feet. It's round, not square. And it's got, like, little holes. Maybe some windows. There's some windows up there.
So we're on like a somewhat like triangular roof with a destroyed thing in the corner and a tower in the opposite corner.
Yeah. Technically, actually, all other corners have destroyed tower-looking things.
They already got the hat trick. We're going to try to make our way across. See
Okay.
how that works out. How high up does the tower look from here? Like how many floors or something?
About maybe 3 floors.
Well, we're gonna work our little we're gonna work our little lizard to the bone.
So you're gonna want to make a stealth check.
Oh, great.
Mm-mm.
That's always an encouraging thing to hear. Oh my god.
Oh, nice.
Yay!
I'm great at being lizard ninja.
So you've made it up. You make it about, I want to say, 10 feet, and then you start to kind of like lose purchase. Like you're not actually like touching. Like when you put your like little lizard claw down, it kind of hits something before the stone, and you can't get like purchase on it. So you kind of swipe at it a little bit.
Force
Like
fields.
a barrier.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's a great sign. That was, you said 10 feet up, so that's like the second floor?
Yeah. I mean, it's more so like you're feeling texture there, but it's slick.
Am I reaching? Is the surface just weirdly slick, or is it like something
It's weirdly slick.
unnatural?
Sorry,
about it?
I have an old book from 3rd edition called like a Fort Keeper's Guide. I don't know, but effectively it outlines like various materials you could make, and I'm like switching between what I remember as a kid because we never actually made a keep. But some of the traps in there were great. Anyway, yeah, so it's slick. It's like slippery.
So, are we talking less like, woo, something's amiss, and more like this is a different material?
Yeah, it's like kind of a different material or something. You can try harder. Like, previously you've just been able to go along, like, freely. Now you actually have to try to climb.
Let me double check one
Or do other things.
minor detail real quick. I'm trying to double check whether... Nope, at level 18, you can cast spells while in beast form. It's going to be a little while before that happens. Okay, well, are there windows on this particular tower?
Yes.
Like, what is
there
it look
are
like?
windows, I'd say maybe 10, 15 feet above you.
Like regular windows?
Yep.
And is that the top or like halfway up or something?
Close to the top. There might be like 1 or 2 floors above, but it's kind of hard to tell from this angle.
Let's see here. So I am going to return to the bottom of the tower.
Okay.
Let's do a perception check. If I see any like living creatures around and stuff.
You don't see anything that looks alive.
Is that like
I mean,
I'm gonna turn your 3 wishes against you language, or
it's DM
Or do
being
you just-
purposefully vague because you didn't roll particularly high, so anything you might have noticed, you don't notice. But there might not be anything there to begin with because I'm trying to freak you out. You don't know, and I'm not going to give you an answer because that's what Shell does, and no.
So I'm going to return to Dres form,
Okay.
and now I am going to cast Spider Walk.
Okay.
Or Spider Climb, I mean.
Let's see.
Just need to double check very quickly what tier that is so I can subtract the correct spell. There we go. All right, and I'm going to try to climb the wall in a gravity doesn't matter kind of way.
Let me see. There we go. I gotta look up a rule interaction here.
That's when things get exciting.
Well, you're turned into a, you changed form while you're, like, on a wall, right?
No, I went to the bottom.
You went to the bottom.
okay.
Okay, cool.
I see.
So you make it up to the slippery section, and you have to make an acrobatics check.
Oh, goody. Yeah, I don't trust myself to try to, like, shapeshift on a wall, then magically, like,
Yeah.
use spider
How do you
climb in
keep-
midair.
Yeah, how do you keep a grip on something when you're literally changing your shape?
Like, maybe if I was hanging from a ledge.
Yeah.
Ooh.
Okay, so you manage to kind of like plant your feet. You avoid slipping, but it kind of feels like the entire section you just put your foot down is made out of banana peels.
Oh. So, what you're saying is it's time for slip and slide.
Yeah.
I wonder how spider climb does interact with weird.
Every
That's
time you
probably
move,
that's probably
you're
what you're
going
looking
to,
up.
every time you move, you're gonna have to make an acrobatics check to not slip and fall.
Oh, goody. And somebody. Oh wait, never mind. I was gonna say somebody took my grappling hook away, but I actually specifically went back and got it. And that's when I saw
Yeah,
the,
you can't
the
throw me under the
archers.
bus again.
No. So now I'm going to try to throw the grappling hook at the window that's 15 feet up.
Okay.
This is the most interesting series of actions to mix together. Son of a bitch.
Okay. So you more or less clunk it against the jamb of the window, and then it just kind of bounces back and falls. And make an acrobatics check to hold on to it.
Isn't it like 100 feet of wood, of water, of rope?
Yeah, I guess it's not that
I don't think there's a chance I'll drop it, really.
It's more so you're throwing a thing, which means you're going to lose your footing a little bit.
Oh.
Like, anytime you do anything, you're, any turn. Okay, well,
Nice.
you're fine for the next 2 rounds. You've managed to find a less slippery section to hold yourself onto, but it won't last. Okay.
But it
Make a
won't
perception
last, he
check,
says
by the way.
menacingly. Oh my god!
Okay. So you notice a couple of things happen. One, you notice that you are being watched. There's like a little I guess it looks like this. This was kind of up in the nook of the tower, and it, like, after your grappling hook hits, it kind of dislodges itself and starts kind of hovering down, and it is actively looking at you.
Hello.
Ah.
Hello, one of the bosses of Rogue Legacy.
The hell is that thing?
It's like a skull with
It's
miasma
a
around
skull and a blob?
Yeah,
there's a
so
boss from Rogue
it's-
Legacy.
So now that it's floating, it's kind of emanating smoke, like a kind of purplish, pinky smoke around it.
How is its movement so far?
I mean, it's just hovering there, and it's looking at you.
Don't have a lot to go. Is there? Wait. I'm trying to remember. Is there like a sense motive? What's?
That would be
That's removed.
No,
Yeah, that's
it's
gone,
a
isn't it?
it's a thing. There is a skill for sense motive. It is insight.
Yeah.
Ah,
Insight?
Mhm.
Let's find out. That
It gives you the
Really back and forth.
heebie-jeebies.
gives me the heebie-jeebies. I'm alternating so rapidly between just green rolls and very much not.
Yeah.
Let's see. I think I have a bonus of 7 to insight, for example. So that was a really
but
low
yeah,
roll.
it makes your scales crawl.
Oh, weird. Why is it 6? That's confusing. My sheet says 7 as the total. I don't know. I can't tell how this thing works ever. I am going to give one more throw a shot. Shit.
Okay. So
Now.
you bang it off, and then the window opens from the inside. And I don't have this guy drawn. Do I have
So it's not whoever you were trying to draw before this session.
Actually, no, I do have this guy drawn. What am I talking about? So this guy kind of sticks his tentacly face out. He looks down at you.
Aye.
And then make a reflex save.
Oh, that's not very nice.
Rapunzel, Rapunzel,
Shit.
don't kill
Okay.
now. Yes. I thought Drez said he was a practical problem solver.
How much HP did you have?
I'm not that high up.
How much HP did you have? Because I don't know if you've
You
healed
took, what,
since.
14 and then
I have
7
36 hit
damage?
points.
You had taken 21 though, so you're down to 15. Okay.
21. I thought I took 14.
You got shot by 2 arrows and then you fell 20 feet.
Yeah.
Oh, I don't think
Yeah.
I heard the other part of the damage.
That's why I
Okay.
asked you how much health you had left.
So the last thing you remember, ish, or the last thing you see, is an arc of lightning.
Oh well, that will do it.
Just blast from his fingertip into you, and then everything goes black.
Oh no!
I take it that's not the wizard, or our wizard's a dick. Greg should stop listening to solicitors.
Ah, yay!
So much for a super easy rescue operation where I just give wizard spider climb and we leave.
Alarin clutches her heart and staggers forward. Something's amiss in the force. Oh no!
Okay.
Wait, can she do that?
No,
No, she can't.
I'm like, what? What did she bug me?
Okay.
It's too bad that the sending stones couldn't also be used as like heart rate monitors or something to be like,
well,
oh no.
you haven't tried upgrading them yet.
This is Dungeons and Dragons, not 999.
Really? They have that in there?
Yeah, it has the same heart rate thing from Hunger Games and Battle Royale.
Interesting.
It's almost like it's a trope in Japanese fiction.
Okay, so Greg, make a perception check.
Okay. I put away my character sheet, so
But
sorry.
yeah, does he see the lightning? Or is he too intent on looking at
Okay,
the door?
that's enough. You see a lightning strike off in the distance. But it's
Ah.
like a ways away, and you don't see what it hit because it just hits the roof.
That's weird.
All right.
Alright, I try to open the door.
Yep. So it's a big heavy gate, and it's shut.
Oh, right. Shit, I forgot about this. I only have keys. I'm gonna go this way. Because I didn't actually explore. Oh,
So
there's nothing.
yeah, so there's a bush, right there. That like tree looking thing is a big old bush.
Oh, there you go. It's bushy. Alright, guess I'm gonna go back to the guard house. Hey, where was the Lauren taken? I didn't actually see that happen.
No, you didn't see it happen. You have no idea where Lauren went.
Okay.
Metagame,
Like
she's
a-
in the keep, but Greg doesn't know that because nobody bothered to tell him anything.
Yep. So everything to my left is just wall, right?
Yeah,
Like,
it's a
there's-
wall that goes
okay.
up for like 200 feet, give or take, maybe
I'm
more.
gonna go through this hallway again,
Okay.
and then I'm gonna go through this hallway again. And then I'm going to have a moment of incredible insight, and I'm actually gonna take off the stupid guard outfit that I've porcupined onto my spiky
Okay.
armor.
Okay.
All right. I'm gonna leave it here.
Okay.
I'm going to, I guess, as out of an abundance of precaution, I'm gonna pop one of the healing potions.
Okay.
How much health do I have?
You had 16, I believe.
Yeah.
I had
Plus a
17
short
'cause,
rest.
Shell. Oh, plus a short rest? Oh,
Yeah.
yeah. I get a short rest. That's right. Okay, so my hit die. All right, so another 4. Because why would I ever get good luck on hit point related things?
Okay.
Alright, so 20. I'm gonna use one of the better healing potions. What do they
Okay.
do?
That's 4 plus 4. Okay.
That's good. I'm
You're-
at
Full health?
36.
You gotta be close.
No, just shy.
Okay. I don't know if it'd be easy, but when you move away from your mic like that, you become real hard to hear.
I'm sorry.
Yeah.
There we are. I've moved things around, so now I won't do that
Awesome.
anymore.
Thank you.
Okay. Let's go. Just quickly shuffling my stuff around. All right. I can't edit my character. That's kind of weird. Oh, there it goes. Okay. Sorry, just getting all my ducks in a row for this, I assume, fairly extended Greg session now, as Alarin is MIA and Drez is unconscious. Okay. I'm going to open up this door again
Had to happen eventually.
and go through. All right.
Okay.
How do the guards react to me this time?
They look at you, and then almost immediately, they're going to get up out of their chairs and roll for initiative.
Shit. Okay.
Has Alarin been unconscious yet?
No.
We don't know where Alarin went, so
No, I was just thinking of.
Don't tell me
if there
that
was,
they're
like,
planning on sacrificing me to some weird thing. And that's
I
why I
was just
haven't been
thinking of
able
the
to
idea of like
negotiate.
a unconsciousness leaderboard.
All right. Let's do this.
okay. Okay, so the one in front of you is going to... So they don't actually have weapons. What they do have instead are freaky mutant forearms.
Ew.
Oh no.
And you get clobbered for... you get hit by 12 damage, and then the other guy's going to take a swing at you. You get crit for 17 damage. So you're down 29.
Okay. Huh. Alright, if I run away, what happens? They get attacks of opportunity on me?
You can make a disengage action and then a move action, and you're fine.
Okay. Disengage and move. We're getting the hell out of here.
Okay.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6.
Okay. They're gonna give chase.
Here.
Man, disengages are bullshit. Alright, and one closest to you is going to hit you for 5 damage.
Okay. What the fuck just happened?
I don't know. What?
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 You went off the
Bye,
map.
Greg. You're
Alright, I got my token again, but I have
Way
no
past
idea.
cool.
you're right next
That
to
was...
That was weird. Okay.
That was super fucking strange. Okay. I'm gonna take a double move action. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and then another 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. I'm about here.
Okay. You take another 5 damage in parting.
I am unconscious.
Okay.
Oh no.
So I do not
Give me a-
move. I fall unconscious here.
Give me a second.
Is this how Grave Man ends? Is everyone just gonna perish
Okay.
here? Oh no. Or we're all captured.
Okay, so you're unconscious. And let me drag you over. So you wake up some indeterminate amount of time later.
Wait, why am I there?
You shouldn't be. That's just your characters that are still there from earlier. Sorry. I delete them, but if you guys ever come back here, it's nice to have your token on a page.
Okay.
If that makes sense. So, Bird, can you see where you are? You're over on the right.
No, I see nothing but black screen.
Have I not? Oh, maybe you don't have control over this one. Let me see if I can fix that. Objects and token. No, you should have control. Oh, maybe I haven't revealed this area yet. No.
Oh, there it is. There it is. I see myself.
Okay.
Yep.
So
Well, this is familiar.
you get a short rest, by the way.
All right. So I guess I will. I think I have 1 hit die left. So we'll use that, and then I'm done. And then I'm at. Okay. I guess I'm at 10. All right. I assume this is a jail cell.
Yeah, you're in a jail cell by yourself.
Okay.
You
can't
do
see
not.
much.
You have your armor. No, actually, you've been stripped of your armor. Now that I'm thinking about it, you are
Okay.
wearing whatever kind of skivvies you wear underneath it.
All right.
So nothing.
Yeah.
Okay.
At least according to Skitter.
Guess I will. Okay, I'm gonna inspect the bars.
Okay. The bars are sturdy. They look like they've been built to withstand a fair amount of punishment.
Okay. Well, there's 3 things I can do. I can try to punch through the bars. I can feign death. Or... Hey! Let me out!
Nah.
Yeah! Huh? Oh. What the hell's that? Who the hell are you?
Are you serious?
That's not the Gorlar I remember, is it?
The gate is going to open. So Gorlar looks a little bit different from last time.
Yeah, I don't recognize him.
He looks, so he has his arm back, but it looks a little bit wrong. It's kind of got like a different texture to it and isn't quite sized right. And also his tattoos are a different color this time around. And overall, he just looks kind of sicker. Like a lot sicker.
Gorlar, you been messing with that occult shit again?
By messing, you mean siding with the winning side? Sure.
Man, I told you about that. It's weird, freaky deaky shit. I don't want anything to do with it. Now look at you.
I don't think
No
you get much
offense.
of a choice at this point.
The hell's that mean?
He is going to actually open the door. Come with me, Greg.
Well, alright.
Okay. He is moved outside. So you enter into a room that is instantly just blasting you with noise and feelings of extreme discomfort.
Does it sound like the monolith from 2001?
It's that humming that you were hearing. The whispering is gone, and now it's just kind of this constant hum that goes all the way to your like very core. And
The hell's this?
oh, this, well, I guess this would be the future of Zagnoth, now wouldn't it?
I told you. I told you not to mess with this stuff, man.
He drags you over. The undead are kind of like moving around. They're kind of like shuffling around at the bottom. You're not really sure what they're doing in here. You see, Greg, while you were off, making new friends, was it? And gallivanting with hobgoblins, was it?
You were telling me to kill people.
Yeah, well, I mean, that's your own damn fault. And you know exactly why. But, you see, some of us move on in the world. Some of us aren't just, what shall I say? Stuck in the old times, the days of button heads and cracking skulls and, you know, just breaking down
But you
doors
used
for
to
the fun
love
of it.
those things.
Yeah, I did. I really did. Those
I
were
still
good
love
days.
those things.
Yeah.
Those were great days.
Clearly. Unfortunately, you know, some of us have to grow up eventually. And, you know, see the world for what it really is. And sometimes, when you take that good long look, you see that the world is, well, it's a lot sicker than you thought it was. And believe you me, I thought it was a pretty sick place. You notice, by the way, he's wearing the armor you're wearing.
Oh.
He has put on
Okay.
the spiked armor. Though it looks like his weird mutant arm didn't fit. By the way, thanks for finding my my dad's old armor. Been looking for this for years. Where'd you find it anyway?
Yes. Oh, it was in the guardhouse.
Uh,
Somebody confiscated it, put it behind a locked door.
go figure. So, Greg, you
Yeah.
got two choices.
Yeah.
Now you got one. Make a dex check.
Checks have not really been my thing ever this game.
Okay. So he actually takes a swing at you to push you into the pit. You manage to get away from it. You're in a room by yourself with a bunch of undead, and Gorlar just tried to push you into an eldritch pit. By the way, that thing is like actively moving.
And naked.
Yep.
As you see, it actually like draws one of the undead in, and the undead just
Oy.
like
Slurps it up.
yeah.
Alright.
Welcome to the tentacle.
It's like the Sarlacc pit.
Except
Not
it-
today, ass munch. I flip off Gorlar and then run.
Okay.
While I make it to the door,
Towards?
I shove this guy, the undead,
In.
if I
Okay.
can.
Yeah, you shove them in. So, you notice
Okay.
the undead are actually, they're not like the standard guard kind or like the violent kind. These actually look like just common people that have been through a lot of shit and seem to have like no agency, period. And he just tumbles into the pit and disappears.
Oh, I kind of feel bad. Can I open the door?
Yeah.
You're like the guy that kills all the enemies in
Alright.
the undead asylum that just stand there.
Yeah,
Yeah.
no, these are straight up those guys.
All right. Doors open.
Yeah, you should-
I don't know how much more move I have.
You can move one more space. So you hear from behind you, "Give it up, Greg. We already locked the doors. There's no way out." And you hear him kind of like clonking along. He's not trying to be quiet.
Okay. My turn again?
Yep.
Or not turn, but okay. 1, 2, 3. I can't see anymore.
Okay. You make it into this room. You've got... Oh,
This
wait, no,
room is completely black.
Sorry.
You need to reveal it to me.
you guys were not supposed to get here for a while, so I've not exactly set it up properly, but I've got it all designed out. Anyway.
It's fine.
So you're in what looks to actually be an old throne room that has fallen into a state of some serious disrepair. There's rubble everywhere. It looks like the carpet you're on has not been replaced in maybe almost 5 centuries. It's more dust than it is cloth. There's a dwarven iconography all over the place, including a really fancy-looking throne, or at least might have been fancy if people hadn't been chipping bits off of it for years. On a dais at the end of the room, there's kind of busted statues, and so on and so forth. You are on the other side of those locked doors from earlier.
Were these... Oh, I remember these. These were the ones that we don't have the keys for. Okay. Well, gonna take the one that's closer, I guess. I don't know.
Okay.
Can I move more?
Yeah.
Yeah.
You can just keep moving. Gorlar will show up when he
All right.
shows up.
I'm at this door, I guess.
Okay, so that opens.
Okay. It does?
Yeah, so that
Oh.
that door opens.
Oh.
There's 2 doors.
Alright.
Maybe.
How is this door locked?
It was locked with an intricate dwarven mechanism.
Okay. Nice doors, bro.
Yeah. Like 'em. Haven't opened them yet.
Yeah. Really fucked up my plan.
Yep.
Alright, back to the pit.
Back to the pit.
Alright.
He's gonna drag you to the pit. He's gonna stand here and it's like, I coulda, well, maybe I shouldn't have just shoved you in. I feel like I should almost let you squirm a little bit more. I guess I just got that. It's satisfying watching you squirm of all people.
Hey man, we've been through a lot.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You know, I'm kinda sorry for all of this. But I'm not really.
Alright. I'm gonna try grabbing him and throwing him into the pit.
Okay.
Of course.
What would his strength save be? Ba-da-ba-da.
Oh,
Your
Well,
strength rolls are
that
fascinating
was,
to watch.
You
I guess
get-
it's just pit time, huh?
You are flung headlong into the pit.
No.
Okay, let me see if I've got this map set up. Nope. Give me a second. So, I guess We have one last person to resolve here.
Oh no.
Reveal areas. So, Alarin,
Mhm.
you are brought in by the captain of the guard, and actually just left in this room.
Okay, can you actually?
Yeah, let me
see?
switch everybody over. Okay, so you were in a room by yourself.
All right.
Let's see. Gonna load up Illustrator for a thing. Okay. And you haven't seen hide nor hair of Skitter in quite some time.
I assume he's close by. He wouldn't betray us.
Okay. So you are in a room with one man. There's a bunch of dead people all over the place.
Oh, okay. That does
Yeah.
not look good.
So there's one guy at the podium, and he kind of is just slumped over it. He's got a mask on, and some hoods and a robe.
Man, he looks like Abaddon
Yeah.
with 6 eyes and everything. Do I recognize the
think I
iconography of
can-
him?
I can't see any of this.
Oh, here. Give me a second. I'm
Yeah, I can't either.
I'm quickly cooking something up.
Okay.
Okay. Let me get this out of here.
Oh,
okay.
wait, I can see it.
Yeah, I've given you guys vision of
I had to scroll.
of Shell now.
Oh, there it is. Gotcha.
Let's see.
Now, do I recognize the mask from any of the priest notes in the previous?
Do you have knowledge religion?
I mean, I have Jack of all trades, so I have some level of skill. I don't know if it'll be
Okay,
good.
roll knowledge religion.
Eh.
Okay. So you don't recognize the mask.
Okay. And what do all the corpses look like? Are they fresh? Are they desiccated like the things that we've encountered, or what?
So they look like they've been here for a very long time.
By long,
Like,
how long?
Maybe months, centuries, you're not sure.
All right. Interesting.
Roll a perception check, by the way.
Okay. I have like a ton of bardic die. I wonder if I can boost that a little bit more. There we go.
Okay, give me a second. I'm currently working on a thing so that this will go a little bit more smoothly.
Help me to see what's beyond.
Unfortunately, I was not prepared for this. I probably should have had this prepared. All right, that'll have to be good enough.
Okay.
All right. So perception. So yeah, that's probably enough. You notice that your black rod is blinking very, very fast.
And what color is the blinking light?
All of it is purple.
Purple is Vivi.
Yes.
I will gently whisper into the sending stone, Skitter, where are you?
I'm outside. What's up?
I need you to come in here and touch the rod in my hand.
Okay. Okay, so you don't even
Skitter was Vivi the whole time.
you don't even feel you don't even hear or see him come in, but as Skitter comes in and you're kind of looking around, you notice there's something up in the ceiling,
Yeah?
and then there's like a kind of weird pulling feeling around like your navel maybe.
Okay,
and then
I
you're elsewhere.
what?
And then you're elsewhere.
Oh, oh, so we both went. Okay. Why
Okay.
my belly button?
I don't know. I just feel like that would be the feeling that would be the place that you'd probably feel if you're getting teleported. I mean, I
Oh,
could
you
say
mean
like
nauseous?
your grundle. Yeah, maybe.
Okay.
I mean, is it your belly button, your grundle, or like
Yeah, hey, I don't have one of those.
everybody has a grundle?
Even Gruntilda.
Let me see if I actually have this map loaded up.
I just
mean,
thought way worse things because, like, when you
You
said
anticipated
naval,
us
I think of
teleporting
like
to
the thing
Vivi way back when the raft incident occurred. Except we didn't take that opportunity.
Okay.
The purple lights had blinked then. Except this one's blinking very rapidly.
Yeah, sorry. I had to clean house for a little bit because I had actually hit the size cap on
Number of maps or something?
yeah. So before I paid the subscription to Roll20, there's actually like a size cap on how big you can. Okay, there we go. How big of an area you can be in. So unfortunately this is taking a little bit to upload because I gotta re-upload the map now that I have space for it. Then I have to quickly throw it on.
That's alright. Like,
But-
can you describe?
Okay, so I'll describe. So you're actually brought back to a very familiar location.
Alright.
You are brought back to Vivi's workshop,
Vivi!
and she looks very tired.
Oh, Vivi.
Let me. I don't even know.
I'm not there yet.
Yeah.
You just need.
Let me copy you and Skitter. Okay. Oh, god damn it. I put the map on the objects layer again. Okay, so we gotta
Whoops.
do map and background. Okay, map and background properly handled. Back to objects and tokens. Can you see anything? Oh no, you can't see anything yet.
Nope, not
I
yet.
gotta drag you over. There we go. Okay, so you were brought here. I gotta get rid of that grid.
Now, is this back in the slums? But it was the slums were
So-
drained and.
Yeah, so I'm not gonna bother revealing this because this isn't too special yet. But so Vivi is there and she looks very tired, and she kind of like sits down. She's like, "Thank God, I at least got two of you."
Oh, it was dreadful, Vivi. There's just so much that we've seen as of late. I'm sorry that we did not teleport to you prior when everything was beginning to flood. I couldn't get a hold of you. I didn't know if things were going to be fine down here with all the tremors.
I mean, down here is kind of subjective. Here, follow me for a second.
Oh, has the land risen?
She's gonna take you outside. Did I add a front door to this place?
No, doesn't look like it.
I will have to add a front door later. I had slapped this together like weeks ago and never finished it because you guys missed your opportunity. So you were brought out to kind of a slapdash void. You don't see much.
What is this?
You're just kind of
place?
standing on land. It looked like this might have been a street once. But it looks like the ground you stand on was like literally just torn and then ejected into wherever you currently are.
What is this place, Vivi?
I don't know. If I hazard a guess, it would be the astral plane, maybe. I had to do some emergency maneuvering.
Emergency maneuvering.
Well, so apparently when we drained the slums and the rest of the city, the Reclaimers took that as their cue to pretty much destroy everything.
Which is strange because we encountered a druid that was trying to grow a tree or a bridge to another landmass.
That's just part of it. Once they get a solid hold, then they destroy it. They flatten the whole area.
Really? Then why call me here, Vivi?
Well,
I do have a means to potentially get us back to the mainland if that's what you want. Will the rod work?
well, we're not in the mainland anymore. We're not on the material plane.
Can I look at the rod and see if I have...
It is all dead.
No!
There is nothing. That's what I wanted to tell you about. I will admit I wasn't able to keep with your quest exactly, but you failed. Sort of.
I mean...
You hear like a weird noise in the background.
What was that?
So, Dimitri, lacking anything to properly possess, you have now possessed a barrel.
Alright.
Oh yeah, there's one other person here. He's kind of whoops. Oh. Ah!
Oh, Jesus.
That is I just automatically did something. Good to know though I can just drag things over. Yeah, there's Gruck Smashgood here. Grug yeah, Gruck Smash. I don't know. Anyway, he's just hanging out. He looks kind of dazed. He's like kind of just watching the space go by.
But... Vivi, we
I mean,
were able to go through some mines and we found a bunch of undead creatures with necrotic worms. And there was...
Get that, and I've been tracking you through your sending stones, and, like, I hate to tell you this, but your friends are dead.
They're dead?
They both... Yeah.
What happened to them?
Unfortunately, all I know is whether they're alive or dead, and, I mean, the hairy one was always a bit kind of, borderline, but the other one was hale and hearty until... I don't know if you could have heard that, but poof.
I was speaking with some humans, or at least I thought they were human. But they brought me to a priest, and he had a mask with 6 eyes.
I will admit I don't actually know much about your situation, but I had to get you out of there. I mean, if you were going to be the only one left, I would rather bring you back here and just have you escape than suffer whatever situation that was going to be.
But in the astral plane, what can be done?
Well, see, I guess I have some explaining to do. I'm not a lich. I never was. I was kind of lying about that. I'm, what I guess you material plane dwellers would call an inevitable?
What, not a celestial?
No, I mean, sort of. We're celestial machines. We exist purely to keep the natural order of things, and when something breaks, we're there to fix it. Or we're supposed to. But your plane, emanating from the city you were in, Zagnoth, something broke. Something broke bad. And I will admit, I'm...
Well,
I guess a bit at fault of this, but I lured you 3 in there in hopes of you helping me solve the problem, and well, it didn't work.
Well, we were tasked with finding a mage named Caldor. Would the mages have been of any assistance, or are they just as corrupt as the reclaimers and the illithid, like, cephalopodic squid people?
She's gonna think about that. Actually, a lot of this is new information to her, considering she's been in this since you guys were in the arena.
Because
I guess you did tell her about the
I told her about the
illithid
squid
thing.
people and the giant leviathan churning up crystals and stuff.
Yeah, so she knew about that, and it's like I was aware of some of the actors in play, but I was not sure who or what. I'm just gonna put a little fake door in there for the time being.
And you thought that concealing this information from us would spare us somehow?
I was working off of nothing. We're not allowed to interfere. Well, not unless something breaks, and I mean, it's not fully broken yet. All I could do was send you. I mean, who do you think told the Tabaxi that there was great treasures here, and led most of them to their deaths? just to get you.
But why me? Or do you just mean anyone that was...
I mean, there was Rune Splinter, but, well, he didn't last. He was too broken already. And, I mean, there's still the Valiant, oh shoot, what are they called? What was the chieftain called?
Irtos.
Irtos, yeah, there was Irtos. He's still somewhere in the city, but I've lost contact with him for some time. Fleshrender was a long shot, if even.
But he was eating the inhabitants.
Yeah, that was a miscalculation. I figured the reward I'd promised him would be good enough, but he just took it and ran.
So, because you're a celestial-like being, tasked with maintaining the balance of the realms, or the planes, you're trying to get creatures native to those realms to solve the issue, but...
I was trying to find people connected to it that could find solutions. I chose you for, well, your father. I chose...
Wait. You know Tethos?
He's in the city. That's all I know. I was hoping that you could get him to help, but it doesn't seem like you found him by your response.
No, unfortunately, we went from the port to the warehouse district. I encountered you in the slums, but then my comrades, they were captured by Gorlar.
You hear Grug kind of grunt at that.
Yeah. Forced to fight in an arena. Then we floated down to some peculiar place. There was a church and a giant tree, and also some kind of weird obelisk that looked like a black swirling obsidian rock.
Yeah, those obelisks are my entry point. We planeswalkers can use them to travel from one plane of existence to the next.
Oh, and I was hoping that thing would be my anchor back. I
mean,
remember I had the little red ring around my
could
rod.
be, but I'd be loath to send you back without some kind of plan, or I mean, allies.
Oh, of course. But one thing that I must ask, there seem to be so many forces at play. I mean, there's the Reclaimers, there's potentially the undead, the illicit mind
undead
flayers.
aren't a... Well, no. My undead aren't a problem anymore. I don't know about the rest.
Right, because I produced the vial with the little squirmy purple thing.
She actually, instantly snatches it from you. Where did you get this?
So, we went down into these dwarven mines, or at least they had some dwarven artifacts in them, and there were these undead that, as soon as you slayed them, all of these little worms would crawl out. And at one point, when Greg was immobile and dazed, they actually tried to clamber up his legs as though to potentially find a new host.
That's unfortunate. It appears somebody may have sold your city out to something unfortunate.
Something?
I've never met the beast, but there's a planeswalker like me, not as tethered to rules or regulations or anything like duty. She's kind of rolling her doll eyes around, and he exists for nothing more than just to feast, to play with mortals, and so I guess he reached Zagnoth, and that would explain a lot.
Does he have 6 eyes?
No.
Oh.
He's got a lot more than 6 eyes.
Ah.
I'd have to count. I don't know. I haven't seen him yet.
He's got eyes on the inside.
Oh.
He's got special eyes.
Let me go count, actually. I'm going to go count.
On top of special eyes.
You're gonna have to.
Oh wait, no one in this entire
Oh gosh!
session knows what eyes on the inside
don't
means.
tell me it's a
Oh, no.
beholder.
Actually, no, you know what? He's only got 3.
Oh.
Yep. He's only
He's
got 3.
special eye.
He's got special eyes.
Oh. Uh-huh. So, my they're dead. They're really gone.
Well, sort of. So, Barrel Greg, I'm just gonna drag you out. So you actually get pulled through the wall.
Hey,
Yeah. So
for a barrel.
I managed to rescue part of one of them.
Part?
Sort of.
How?
Well, I mean, apparently it was a 2-in-1 deal, and that came as a bit of a surprise to me when one side perished, the other wasn't as restricted to his mortal coil, so he was not dragged to his doom.
Dragged to his doom by what?
Dimitri, you feel like fielding this one?
Wait, Dimitri?
So you can't...
Everything about the past 6 days has been the shittiest time of my entire life. I got possessed. I thought to myself, oh man, who better to kill Gorlar if I did this big teddy bear? But no, he had to just like fail strength check after strength check, get thrown in a death pit. Couldn't even do that, huh? Kills me. What does that say about me? I'm weaker than Dor? Ay, ay, ay.
I like a...
Hi, my name is Dimitri. It's very nice to meet you. I've been screaming internally inside head of dumbass this entire time.
I figured.
What, do you think a bugbear could be a paladin? No, that was me. That was me the whole time. He was using my spells as if he was entitled to them.
So you're the one that Greg was sent to slay, or are you the one that was sent to slay Greg?
I was sent to slay... I wasn't sent by anybody, okay. Gorlar was, like, sent Greg out on, as far as I can tell, a prank to kill me, and then he did, like I'm common Dor, and then, well, that didn't sit right with me, so I took oath of vengeance, I possessed his friend, and even that didn't work out great for me. Man, nothing going great for Dimitri, let me tell you. Let me tell you.
I mean,
Boy, I did not think that through.
you have a new body? I sort of, like, look over at the barrel.
Oh, this is wonderful. I shake the barrel, like, a couple inches to the left and to the right. The barrel topples over and just rolls towards her, and you just hear him go like, "Fuck!"
So...
Greg really did get killed by a fancy door.
Yep. So for all intents and purposes, Lauren, you don't actually see Ghost Dimitri. You just see an animated barrel.
Yeah. So how did you, Greg, Dimitri?
Yes,
How?
Dimitri.
Yeah, what?
Dimitri Malkovich.
Malkovich. Oh,
Don't call me Greg.
okay.
He is suck.
I apologize. So, how did you come to be in this state? I know that Vivi rescued you, or at least the half that is you, but what happened to Greg? And you? And yeah.
What happened to Greg? I don't know. I'm not there anymore. But we were in prison cell, and then we ran into Gorlar.
Gorlar?
And yeah, it would have been great, except I didn't have axe or armor. You know, would have been pretty sweet if I did, but it's okay because I attempted. I got thrown. He threw me into pits like Sarlacc pit, or death pit from your film The 300.
What did the pit look like?
It was actually really cool looking.
I'm gonna...
It was like space.
There we go. That's more appropriate.
It was space pit? Vivi, could he potentially have been thrown into the astral plane too, or what is it?
I mean, if I hazard a guess, well, your opponent on all of this, Greg would be somewhere in his realm now. I mean, maybe he's in the astral plane, but the reason why I haven't been able to contact you is because of so much interference. The only reason why I was able to get you like this is because of that rod. That seems to be unaffected by the dimensional resistance, sort of.
Oh my god, if Dimitri gets to fight evil Greg.
Wait, so you're saying that he was sucked into a different plane of existence? Or
I mean, there are many. And I will admit, my escape here was not exactly founded. You see, I can only go through those relics that you found.
That are scattered all around Zagnoth.
Correct. And this workshop of mine is not portable. So I did the best thing that I could and stuffed the world's largest bag of holding inside of the world's largest portable hole. And now we're here.
Jeez.
It was the only thing I could do to save, well, everyone else.
I guess that worked, but man, you really locked yourself into this little island in the midst of chaos here.
It's a working solution.
So you're saying that this might be the work
I'll give you that.
of another... What did you call yourself?
Inevitable?
An inevitable. Huh.
I think I've heard of your kind, yes.
Neither of you have heard of inevitables before.
Oh, okay. I just want to skip the... Okay,
Yeah.
whatever.
Yeah.
The classic introductions, yes.
Yes.
So,
He's just like, yes, I know exactly what you're talking about.
Yeah, I know all about the inevitables.
Eyebrow.
so you think an inevitable is behind at least one of the factions that was tearing Zagnoth apart? But why Zagnoth? Why do you specifically have these obelisks around Zagnoth? Of all the
Well,
worlds and
they're
the
not
materials... Huh?
just all around Zagnoth. They're all around everywhere.
Oh, really?
Yeah, I could go visit practically any plane or city in a plane if I so had cause to. But I don't, and I'm not allowed to. The idea of me just gallivanting all over is unconscionable.
Mm-hmm. But clearly someone has abrogated their vow. Abrogated, yeah.
Yeah, I like I said, I've never met the beast that apparently works as your foe. So I will admit I know little to nothing about it. So at this point I don't have much to offer. I've already sent what I could. Well, no, that's not entirely true. She's going to pull out a, she's actually gonna do a couple of things. She's actually gonna, she's gonna turn to Gruck, who's like still kind of a daze. And he just kind of isn't really looking at much. It looks like maybe almost dying kind of took it out of him, or maybe the news. You're not really sure what's going on with him. And then she turns back to Dimitri and is like, well, I will admit he might not exactly be the most willing of vessels, but I do happen to have a spare body for you. Sort of. Unless you want one of these two and they're more willing, but...
Let's hear it.
Well, as far as I can tell, Gruck is just shut down. He just gave up.
What about your magical marionette bodies? You don't have any more of that?
I mean, if you want to be fragile and easily destroyed, sure.
Oh.
That said, that is actually a good suggestion, but I'm going to need some materials.
What if we can
for that sort of
warforge
thing.
it?
Yes, so that's actually what I was going to suggest. However, I don't have the materials on hand for this sort of thing. However, time works a bit differently for me, so we could sidestep for a moment, and I can send you to the material plane of Earth, and we could get those supplies if you're willing to make the journey and take the risk. Just know that I won't be able to save you again. I've used up the last of what I'm allowed to do, at least for quite some time. But if you want, you three could go off and get, well, the necessary materials, and I mean, potentially we could even retrieve your other friend and rebuild him as well.
Interesting.
So
But
you're saying I have to go into body of another dumbass?
Well, I mean, if anything, he's a little bit more docile.
Alright. Boy, as soon as I see Golar again, I am vengeancing all over him.
That sounds like a decent plan. Though, from what it sounded like, he's not exactly a force to just be taken lightly. But
I haven't taken him lightly. It's fine.
okay.
I will
I just
kick his girl.
okay.
How do you propose we find Dress's spirit?
Well, if anything, it would be tied to his corpse or lost. You'd have to, I guess, find where whatever his kind or religion go in the afterlife, whatever god he followed or something like that.
I mean, all I know, he was a druid, and
Well,
he
if he's a
was
druid,
specifically
that makes it easier, because
he was specifically a druid that followed the mountains, right?
yeah, well, if that's the case, then his soul would go back to the earth. That would be easy to get a hold of, especially in Zagnoth, which is, well, souls are kind of loose there now.
But would he be in the plane of Earth?
No, I mean, he's probably where he died.
Oh, sorry. But I thought you said you didn't want to send us back there.
Well, you're not. You're going to the plane of Earth first. If you want, so I may have an ulterior motive here. Again, I am limited in my ability to do things. I can create, and I can send people to do things for me. However, I don't have unlimited supplies. I'm not omnipotent. I'm just an influence. So if you go to the elemental plane of Earth and get the things for me that I need, I can potentially help you with so much more. And also your friend Dimitri can have his own body, as opposed to a borrowed one. Another borrowed one. Okay. You, by ramming your barrel self into Gruck, you've managed to fuse with his existence. And you are now Gruck. Temporarily.
Gruck the paladin.
Yeah. Gruck the ogre paladin.
Is there any appreciable difference in stats?
His strength
or-
is much higher. His dexterity is
Now
much
Now you
lower.
can't fail strength checks.
I will have to roll the stats for Gruck Smash Good. Honestly, I'll just have to find the ogre race, and we'll kind of re-roll you
Okay.
as such for next time.
So when you talked about gathering resources in the Earth realm, I briefly misinterpreted that as like a Full Metal Alchemist finale situation where you're going to
Yeah.
transport to a different reality.
Well, that's kind of it. They have to go to the elemental plane of Earth, which is actually a different plane entirely.
Just as my kind originates from the elemental plane of water.
I just want to see a Skitter in the London Blitz.
Oh, by the way, Skitter, what do you make of all this?
I'm just going to be here for a bit. Look, you guys pretty much kidnapped me. And, I mean...
But you would have suffered...
Yeah, so
a
I'm
terrible
actually
fate.
very thankful for that, because honestly, my friend's survival rate was pretty much nil, so by surviving that, my survival chances were instantly better than had I not been kidnapped by you. So I'm okay with that, but you have to realize, like, I'm a goblin. I don't do, like, planar adventures. I don't go off on heroics. I stab people, I steal things, and then I probably die. And
Oh, but that's such a narrow view of one's purpose in life.
it's called being realistic. And
Skitter,
I'm here.
You can be an interplanar hero too.
But
Scooter! Scooter! Scooter!
Fuck.
No, he's massive.
this is going to take some getting
Hang
used
on.
to. Not just
Scooter!
Gruck.
Somebody once told you the world was gonna roll you. You aren't the sharpest
re-
tool in the shed.
Did you have to Google All-Star?
He
I
did.
did. I forgot the
Really?
words. Because the idea of I'm an ogre now. It fucking made sense. It made sense.
Does that mean you can make candles out of your earwax?
I think we'd have to go to the elemental plane of Pixar for that.
It's DreamWorks,
great.
right?
It's been 5 seconds
Oh, it
and
is
my
DreamWorks,
life is
you're right.
already stupid again. What the hell? This
It's your fault for singing
should have
Smash
just-
Mouth.
I should have just died. That would have made my life a hell of a lot easier. But no, but now.
But you've
God, these
persisted
vocal
after
cords are
death,
full
Sir
of
Dimitri.
mucus and shit. What?
You've persisted after death, Sir Dimitri. Surely you must have a great sense of, like, spirit or strength of will to surmount such
I
a-
really hate Gorlar.
Why does she think everyone's a knight?
It's. I can't even put
But
into
he's a
words at this
paladin.
point.
Aren't they knights? In shining armor?
I
Except
mean, in
not
this
so
case,
shiny.
he's more like Batman, sort of. Or maybe the Punisher?
Yep.
I think knights own land.
I think Gorlar was a pretty cool dude. Shut up for like 10 seconds. I'm trying to think here.
I mean, at this point, Gruck probably does not like Gorlar.
Gruck was
considering
locked up just like everyone
yeah,
else.
point.
Gorlar beat the shit out of him as well as his like best friend forever and a couple other things.
I'm with you. Gorlar's an asshole, right? That's what I've been saying this whole time.
Now Dimitri merged with the other character I kept having to heal myself.
But like I was saying,
Ay,
this is
ay,
just
ay.
a lot to take in, and it's a lot to get past racial stereotypes. Okay, so I'm just gonna be here, and I'll let you guys solve this, and then I'll be ready to go when we're ready to go.
All right.
Skitter's having his Boondocks moment.
All right. And that was when revolution began. Oh god, I can't combine both of them. That's too much.
I mean,
I
at
can't
this
do
point,
Gruck in a Russian accent.
I really would say that like Gruck is truly out of it. Like his input is going to
Yeah.
be minimal,
Yep.
unless like
Alright.
Dimitri actively tries to like rouse him.
All right,
He's a
Vivi.
character that had like 3 lines in the entire series.
He was a trash mob you
Alright.
guys were supposed to kill. Also like Skitter.
Vivi,
Wait, no,
I
but
think.
Gruck
Well,
was-
I'm glad we didn't kill him. Because look at where we are
You
now.
guys had a big, huge bear hug, and he let you in the gate. And
Yeah, if he had roleplayed that wrong or failed his bluff check, Gruck would have just immediately started grucking him in the face.
All right.
This is truly
I
Shakespearean.
thank you
with all
very
the
much
made-up
for giving me
verbs.
second chance at enacting my incredible seething rage of revenge. You are a good thing. But now now I don't mind doing right by you. Shall we head down to Earthen Realm?
Yes, it will take a little bit to get that portal going. I spent quite a lot of my energies rescuing you three. But I would recommend taking your time to prepare, and then, yes, we can depart.
And what became of the crystal that I fetched for you?
Oh, it's like embedded into the ceiling of that room.
Ah.
It's like super glowy and shit.
Okay.
I just can't draw verticality. Also, haven't had time to update things.
How long will that be able to sustain you, Vivi?
Well, that's not for sustaining me. That's full of the souls of everyone that I saved.
Their souls?
Yes. You see, I said I had a bit of an ulterior motive. I need you to get a lot from the elemental plane of Earth. Like,
So you can make more bodies.
yes. Like a lot of bodies.
And once you create bodies for all these peoples, will you send them back to the material plane? What will their fate be?
Not sure yet. Honestly, this seems as good of a place as any. I'm going to, once I have a couple made, I'm probably going to start getting some raw materials, and I'll let them build up here until I can find a safe place to deposit them. I don't exactly have the authority to just put them anywhere. So until Zagnoth is safe, or I have a better place, this is the only place they can go.
Now, is it possible for a plane to completely dissipate, like be completely
Oh,
destroyed?
Yes, very. I mean, your plane of existence is teetering on the edge. Has been for a very long time.
Then how are we completely unaware of this?
So, like I said, I have some liberties. So, Zagnoth has been dying very slowly for a very long time. And time is weird. But I'll that's all the DM can actually like explain without like writing this all out, because I can't ad lib how this mechanically works within universe.
Really?
I mean, effectively, she explained. Here, I'll just do this non-VV voice. Effectively, she put Zagnoth on super slow motion, so whatever is going wrong with it goes real slow. So she has time to operate around it. So her workshop is like one of the only places she can work from, or used to be able to work from to like solve things and like bring people in. So specifically, you guys weren't anywhere close. But more or less because of string pulling and whatnot, you guys all more or less got summoned to the city and dropped on your asses in the middle of that lake. Because plot device.
I'm just imagining Drez slowly falling through the air for like 6 hours.
Well, if Drez hadn't been at negative 40, after that lightning bolt, you would have then taken an extra like lot of damage. No. It wasn't negative 40. You'd taken 38 damage, and you only had. So you were in the negatives, and then the fall killed you because you fell off the keep entirely.
Hooray!
Yeah. I was like,
I'm a puddle.
I was doing the math off camera to see if you'd survive or not, so the audience wouldn't see it. You took a lot of fall damage because you fell 50 feet from the tower onto the roof, and then rolled off the roof and fell like another couple 100 feet down. So yeah, there is a bad little Drez splat somewhere.
Oh.
Luckily, nobody's going to be
Yes,
touching it for a while.
I guess I found the only part that's not mud and water in this entire island.
Yep.
Well, get ready, Shell. So you need to draw Skitter with the beard, and you need to draw Greg now as Dimitri Ogre, and you need to draw Drez with this hole in his chest.
Well, puddle of Drez, honestly.
Oh gosh. I mean, I'm already gonna be preparing a bearded Skitter too, but okay. Let's see. Oh, I had another question for Vivi, and now I can't recall it.
It's okay.
But it was about like, okay, so the realms dissipating. Oh, right. So these other inevitables, unless whichever one is responsible for the destruction of our realm is stopped, I appreciate you putting our world into slow-mo for us, but it just sort of slows the, well, inevitable, right?
Well, that's the point. Inevitability should be just going on as normal. The presence of dimension-eating monstrosities is, well, not supposed to be inevitable. That's against the true natural order of the planes.
But isn't the true natural order of everything to devolve into chaos? No, I'm not saying that aloud. I'm just thinking to myself.
I mean, I should probably mention that when this is all done, none of you will remember me or anything to do with me.
Oh, no, I perfectly understand. Godlike beings who interfere with the material realm, yeah, they do the whole mind erasure thing.
I mean, like, literally, your minds are just going to wipe themselves of it. Our existences are not the kind to be remembered, which is why you don't see us in history books.
Can I still remember you as the gnome?
The
nice necromancer gnome?
Maybe. We'll see. It's kind of more of a natural process, and I don't really have a control over who remembers what. I don't have like a little blinky stick that makes you remember what I want.
Mm-hmm.
Anyway, I think that's it for a giant catastrophe of an episode.
Yeah.
All right.
Being dead is relaxing.
Oh no. It's a good thing that that bird had 2 lives, I suppose. And that I conveniently brought Gruck here with the magic stick. Because then you would have had to have possessed Skitter. and that wouldn't have been good.
I would
'Cause
not have
everyone
agreed
loves
with that.
Skitter.
That would have been bad. I would have said no.
Okay, good.
He could have stayed as the barrel in that case. Or maybe one of my...
Bird got to live out his fantasy of getting to play as a rareware NPC.
Yeah, that would have been great. How do you go in a Russian accent? It's beyond me.
And so the party is sundered, broken apart, and slain in, I guess, half of the cases. Greg from being thrown into some kind of unknown hell portal to a mysterious dimension that has tentacles and junk. It's never good news. And of course, one way or another, no matter what, he is at the hands of Gorlar, which is not exactly a survivable situation, especially on his own. And of course, Drez, on the other hand, is fallen from the Mage's Tower, betrayed by the wizard he thought was Keldor, but turns out was very much not. And of course, the combination of the lightning bolts and then the 300-400 foot fall, maybe more, I didn't really count. Well, those are both particularly deadly things too. Alarn and Skitter, though, they're doing great, hanging out with Vivi. She got them out more than in time, as obviously you guys saw. And so now they will have to regroup and recover and hopefully build themselves some reinforcements. And I guess specifically get Dimitri a new body, so we don't just have a ghost as a party member for a while. That would be inconvenient too. I'm rambling, but I mean, this was a bit of a mess, wasn't it? So I guess find out what happens next on the next episode of Dungeons and Dragons: Grave of Man. Also, now that we're done with the outro system. Anyway, so this is the end of season 1. I figured this is a pretty good stop-off point. It's, I think, 24 episodes on YouTube and a little bit more than that on the podcast version. But so there's going to be a bit of a break. If you guys are watching this at a much later date, then obviously it's not going to go that way. But I'm taking a little bit of a break because I'm changing the visual style of the campaign. And honestly, I was not planning on anybody dying right then and there. It kind of came as a bit of a surprise to me. So I have to rewrite whole swaths of the campaign while I figure this shit out. So yeah, I mean, it'll be fun. And I guess if you guys are watching this on YouTube or Twitch, there will be some kind of interesting new visual developments because I'm switching the campaign over ideally to an isometric art style, which should be really, really nice. But so all of this amounts to probably just 1 week off. This is going up on Sunday. There won't be a stream tonight, but there should be a stream a week from now. So if you guys are watching this live, there should be a bonus stream where I start working on the campaign assets. And I guess if you're looking for videos and whatnot, I will be airing both as a bonus episode. I don't know about audio. None of these would translate to audio, so you guys might just get some fun fan art or something on the blog, which nobody checks anyway. Check out the blog. You shouldn't. There's nothing there. Anyway, so I guess like I said in the cryptic outro, I guess not so cryptic. I'm kind of weirdly candid. I'll see you guys on the next episode, next season of Dungeons and Dragons: Grave of Man. And thanks for watching, everybody.